Hello and welcome to all the viewers. You are watching Learn English with Amjad. And today in this particular video we are going to talk about the noun and the kinds of noun. So the noun is the first part of speech. So let's start. So now you can see the definition of noun. The noun is the name of person, place, animals or things. So now a noun, it could be the name of person, place, animals or thing. Or in simple words you can say noun is the naming word. Every word which has got the name, you can say it is a noun. So example will make it clear. You can see a few examples here. Faraz, Hyderabad, mobile and cat, etc. So these are all the examples of noun. Faraz, it is the name of person. Hyderabad, it's the name of place. Mobile, it's a thing, while cat is the name of the animal. So this is the simple definition of noun to understand. So now let's talk about the kinds of the noun. So let's talk about the two kinds, common noun and proper noun, as both are the opposite of each. Let's talk about the common first. So the common noun, it could be any common thing. You can see the example: keyboard, ball, pillow, etc. So these are the examples of the common noun, which means these are the nouns that you will find as a common. When you're talking about the proper, you're talking about any special thing. So now how will you distinguish the common and proper noun? When you're talking about the proper noun, so you can see the example of it. We have got the example: blue pen, Corolla car, Oppo mobile. So these are all the examples of proper noun. So how can you form proper noun from common noun? What you need to do, you need to add, you can see pen is a common noun. When you add blue in front of it, it becomes proper noun. So now, as we know, there are a lot of pens, but when you are adding a word blue, when you are adding a color, it is going to be proper noun. So now blue pen, it is a proper noun. When you're talking about pens, it is common noun. Same is the case here. Corolla car, so car is a common noun. When you're talking about a company, you can see the Corolla car. So now you are adding a name of company in front of it, which is Corolla. Same is the example of Oppo mobile. So now Oppo mobile, you can see we have mobile is a common noun. When you add the name of the company Oppo, it becomes proper noun. So this is how you can form proper noun from common noun. Simply you can add the name of the company, or you can add the color to make it special. So this is how you can form proper noun. So now let's talk about the third kind of the noun, which is countable noun. So now, as the word countable suggests, means something which can be counted. You can see those nouns that we can count are called countable noun. So those nouns that we can count in numbers actually, like bike, doors, pen, these are all the nouns that we can count in number. It could be 1 bike, 2 bike, 10 bikes. So these are the countable nouns. You can count bikes, you can count pens. So those things that you can count in numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is called countable noun. So in opposite of it, it is uncountable noun. So now uncountable, those nouns that we can not count. So what is the difference? In countable we can count. When you're talking about uncountable, it means we cannot count. You can see a few examples: gas, oil, water, etc. So these are all the examples. So you cannot count water. You can count water in liter, but it is going to be the measurement. You cannot count water in numerical numbers. So when you're counting in numerical numbers, it is going to be countable. The noun that you cannot count in numbers, like we cannot say one water or two water. So this is uncountable noun because we cannot count these examples in numbers. I think it's easy. Let's move to the fifth one, which is abstract, and the sixth, which is concrete. So as we have studied, the common and proper, both were the opposite of each, and countable and uncountable, both were opposite of each. Same case is here. Abstract and concrete both are against of each. So now you can see the definitions. So now abstract nouns we cannot touch and see. So now these are the things that you have to remember when you're talking about abstract noun. Means you're talking about those nouns that you cannot touch or you cannot see. But the thing is that what you can do, you can only feel. But only feel. So are called abstract noun. So now here are a few examples. You can see love, fear, and hat, etc. So these are the examples that you cannot touch and see, but you can only feel. If you love someone, you can feel it, but you cannot see love, or you cannot see air. You can feel air, you can feel hat, but you can't see hat, or you cannot touch hat. So these are the examples that you cannot touch and you cannot see, but you can only feel. We can say these are the abstract noun. So concrete, it is opposite of it. As I mentioned, nouns that we can touch and see are called concrete noun. So there are a few examples here. You can see charger, table, chairs. So these are all the examples that you can count. You can count 10 chargers, you can count 20, you can count more than 100. So these are all the noun that you can touch and see. You can touch the charger, you can touch the table, you can see the table with your eyes, you can see the chair. So if you are being able to touch and see, you can call it concrete noun. So all those nouns that you can touch and see are called concrete noun. So let's move to the seventh, which is compound noun. So now compound noun, as word suggests, that compound means the combination. Nouns that are made by combining two or more than two nouns are called compound noun. So if there are two nouns, you are combining those nouns together, you can call it compound noun. You can see the examples. Toothbrush. So tooth is one noun and the brush another. When you combine these two nouns, it becomes one noun. You can call it compound noun because this is the noun which is made of two nouns. Same case is here, bathroom. There are two nouns. When you combine these two nouns, it becomes compound noun. So I think it's easy. Compound noun, when you are combining two or more than two nouns, you will have compound noun. You can get a few examples like toothbrush, bathroom, and bedroom. So these are all the examples when you're talking about compound nouns. So let's move to the eighth kind of noun, which is collective noun. So the collective noun that stands for numbers of things and considered as one are called collective noun. So those nouns that are standing for the numbers of things but you are considering as one, which means there are a lot of members but the name is only one. You can see few examples to make it clear: crowd, family, and army, etc. So these are the examples. Is crowd is a one word, one noun, but in crowd you will have more number of the people. Same case is Here when you're talking about family, as it is a one noun, but in family you will have more members. Same case as army, as it is one noun, but in army you will have more number of people. So collective noun, basically when you're talking about a single noun but it has stand for numbers and its member is going to be more than two. When you're talking about collective noun, in crowd you will have a more number of people. In family and in army there would be more number of people. So this is, you can make the collective noun. So the last, which is material noun. So material noun, the word suggests that those nouns that denote on any material thing are called material nouns. So those things which is material for that you use, you can see the examples: bricks, cements. So these are the things that you use as a material. Bricks and cement, these are the things for building a house. So these are the materials. So those things that denote on material noun, simply what you call material noun. I think you have got all the kinds, but if there is a confusion you have, you can ask in comment box. I would be happy to respond all the comments that you ask. The queries that you have, you can ask in comment box. So until the next time, it's goodbye. Thank you.